My professional background prior to Revive, I worked for a family company. So my dad started SMH Fleet Solutions, and I started working there when I was 21. Started in the body shop, repairing alloy wheels, and progressed upwards from there. Did logistics, large-scale logistics, and then moved into site operations and site management. The family company that I worked for went through private equity and then a sale to a large-scale corporate. And I saw the changes that it went through and the differences. And I just think from that experience and from learning from that experience, it just really drove me to want to be my own boss and not be involved in that world. I was actually doing a lot more research around starting my own business. So I was quite far down the road at looking at a body shop. I was hoping to run the numbers, looked at the and taken those steps. When looking at starting your own business, you've got all the obvious pitfalls. You're starting your own brand, you're building the business from new, there's reliant on people that you've got to bring in that you don't really know, and actually, I didn't know anything about franchising. Look at all of the shortcuts that there are to building a successful business, like that first 12 to 18 months that when you start a new business, actually with franchising, that takes a lot of the risk away. So that was really the aha moment for me. I chose Revive because my background is in the automotive sector, so I think I was probably quite fortunate that I had a niche in the industry. And where I live in Worcester, there's not really a lot of offerings for that. So I wanted to stay within the industry. The conversations that I'd had with Revive were really good, and then actually when I came in and started to meet people, it reminded me a lot of what SMH used to be. So actually the steps that the business used to be and the culture of what the business used to be when it was a bit smaller than what it was by the end, and actually that was really nice and I really liked it. The support from head office has been really good. There's a lot of passionate individuals that are really good and have really good skills. Learned a lot, especially going into like the operational departments when I think I've got a good base knowledge of the industry, but actually going in and actually looking at the repair process in a granular detail wasn't something that I'd ever done before. So learning about that side of the business. Marketing and social media was something that quite daunted me before. I think that was probably one of the things that led me to join Revive was the brand and actually the ability to then sell, because I don't really like selling. So actually looking at the basis and the information and the knowledge and the skills that we've got within the business is really good. The best part about the training is meeting the key stakeholders. I think there's a lot of information, but actually the introductions to the key stakeholders, I find for me as a people person is the best part. So actually, again, going in and looking at meeting the passionate individuals and discussing with them and actually learning from them is the best part for me. Short-term plans are get the 3 techs and the 3 vans on the road. The medium term is, my plan is to put a new tech on the road every 3 months. So continue with that expansion plan. I think the level of support that's being offered makes it possible. My plan is to open up a unit within the first 12 months. And then sort of medium to long term on top of that is then continue to build and grow the territory and the structure. The lifestyle I'm hoping to have as a business owner is, I think it's one where I have control. So I think that was one of the things about wanting to run my own business is feeling like the decisions are mine, not sitting there and feeling like I think there's a better way of doing things and having to go through various different layers to try and get things done. And then I guess outside of that, from a personal perspective, I've enjoyed the time I've spent at home over the last 6 months. So 6 months off after being made redundant, and I don't want that to change. I know it's going to change, but I think the control around how it is being changed is probably the key thing for me. A really important thing is that the journey you're going on isn't a new journey. You're starting a new business, but you're not starting a new business. So there's massive opportunities to go away and learn from the other 50 franchises, and I guess learn from their mistakes, learn from the pitfalls, learn from the steps that they made wrong, and actually cherry picking the best things that work for them. And the franchise support network is really good. Running your own business is going to be a challenge, and when it comes to recruitment, training, even something as simple as uniforms, all those services are there. And then when you get into the brand, the brand being being what it is, yeah. Actually being able to walk into a dealership and going, I work for Revive, and people knowing who you are. So if you want to be in this industry, yeah, there is a strong backing that we have, yeah, that you can't find elsewhere.